UI enabled. Usually when I stream, usually when the people are picking their heroes, I usually toggle the UI so anyone who's watching the stream from the teams cannot see the team comps from the enemy.
Oh, that'd be good, yeah.
Yeah, so I usually do that a lot.
Is there a way to set up like a stream delay on YouTube? I don't know how that would work.
I don't know. But it's usually, I think it's usually like 5 seconds delay, and the starting is like almost 30 seconds. It's like it's better to be safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep the teams fair, I guess. So like while they're picking their heroes, it's just recommended that you don't talk about what heroes they're picking, or like what roles. Right. So yeah. Ask them if they're ready.
Oh, yeah. Beat me to it.
Sorry. I just had Discord turned on and I just decided to ask you.
Since you had it anyway. Right,
okay, so
Aporia's ready.
Let's see if Ignite is ready.
You might have to at them. Sometimes they don't respond at all.
Oh. It doesn't take that long to respond.
It shouldn't, but most of them don't have Discord and a separate monitor to have the game on.
I mean, they do have a phone, do they?
They should have a phone.
Yeah, Discord is not only on PC; it's also on phones. Who's even the captain of Ignite? Is it Exo Wallers or Technically?
I don't know. I don't follow anything.
Well, this is going to be a long wait. They only have 15 minutes until the game is forfeited.
I mean, they're in the game at least, which is more than I can say for half of my other games I've cast.
Yeah.
Some of them just don't respond, never show up. They're like a day later, oh yeah! Like, no, you failed.
Honestly, this shouldn't take this long. I'm just gonna write them in general, because apparently they don't want to respond in. Just ready and so.
Fine.
We have 7 people watching the stream. Probably from Aporia.
They're all watching instead of playing, listening to us ask if they're ready, please.
Yeah. Okay, so they're not. Apparently, they're not ready.
Cool.
I mean, they're all here. Okay, so there's now 8 people.
Azurite's typing in ready and sub.
Oh, that's good, at least.
Okay. Looks like we're good to go.
Ready. Alright. And we have Ignite versus Aporia.
Alright.
After 5 minutes of waiting.
This is the semifinals, right? I believe, something like that.
Yeah.
Close to. Matchups.
Who do you think it'll be good in Busan? Like, which team do you think will come atop?
So, me having not been too forward with the league so far, I haven't really been keeping up with all the teams. I've been like kind of doing my own thing. But
I pretty much quit. I just pretty much quit being like part of a team in Luna Arena. Just became a full-time caster. Yeah, same here. And
so
there
I
I
really
got
don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my controller? I'm trying to use my keyboard controls. So let's see. It looks like
I toggled the UI. I toggled the UI so no one wants to see any comps until the last minute.
I know a little bit about Aporia. I know Axcrid. She was on my team actually way back when. I know a little bit about Clouds, but that's about it. That's like all the people I'm really aware of. It looks like both teams are going to go with the Narissa. I'm assuming Sigma's not allowed quite yet.
Yeah,
so we're going to go with Narissa.
Sigma's disabled.
Aporia's actually going to go for a triple DPS comp with a Tracer, Reaper Ash.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Roll Q hasn't been implemented.
Oh, but it's going to be Azurite side first pick. Jaybird gets the kill on the Exo.
Both teams taken even, well, no, now more than even.
They are now 100% even.
Yeah. Symmetra being really powerful, actually.
Out. Clouds falls as well. Jaybird not having a fun time, gets res back up, not going to be able to find too much. The point hasn't flipped either way yet.
Yeah, but Symmetra just demolishing the Arissa's barrier. Demolishing everyone else, especially with Mei, with walling them off. Symmetra being really powerful.
Difficult position for Aporia to be in. Drastic
Octobus just takes out.
Not gonna be enough though. And it looks like with that, Ignite is actually gonna be able to take control of the point 100%. They're really gonna continue to try and contest, but no, that'll be it.
They're doing a really good job on trying to keep the point of themselves. There's never a team fight where both teams have like been team wiped.
Clouds tries to go in with a Death Blossom, but it's cancelled immediately by Azurite Slash.
Yeah.
What a hook. This guy's been hitting hooks left, right, and center so far. Doing such a great job.
Azurite Slash misses this hook. How unforgivable. We can hear your fan in the background. It's very loud.
Now we're gonna have Bob. Jaybird is going in. He already gets 2 picks. Azurite says this is a good time to try and use that whole hunt, but it's not gonna be able to really find anything. A lot of ults coming down both beats, both sides. Axcrid's gonna fall. They do have the res potentially available for them if they can find the space.
Crap.
They're already 53%, and they cannot flip this point back over. Jaybird doing his best. He's been getting all of the kills on the side of Aporia. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get too much space. Especially when BTW has to go fly everywhere else to try and heal him up.
I might have gotten the Goblins option settings a bit mixed up.
You'll probably be fine. Is anyone complaining in chat?
Yeah.
No one's even talking in chat,
no one's been talking up. So apparently Aporia is pink and Ignite is blue. Oh well.
Ults come in, Bob goes in, there's a blizzard on point. Nothing really goes either way. A lot of kills going both ways.
Donka's...
Sound barrier comes out, beautiful sound barrier.
It's just total mayhem. It's just total mayhem. Like everything is going, everyone's dying. Everyone
really has to do everything they can to get that at all. That was just such an extended fight. They weren't able to complete completely reset and take over the point again. But
But Ignite
what they really needed to do was have the full reset, stop, use a plan, actually go in instead of just spamming at them from the choke.
Yeah, Ignite is doing a really good job. They've been playing a lot, like a lot of, how can you say this, like very strong comps.
Yeah, especially with that Symmetra and the Orisa Hog.
Yeah, Symmetra
as they're getting those hooks.
Symmetra just completely obliterates the barriers.
Yeah, and especially since they were running a triple DPS for a while, Drazdik finally over on the Roadhog. He didn't really have the sustain of behind the shield that you'd want with just Axe Crit and the Mercy Lucio. Now it's going to be a difficult position for Ignite to be in. Or for Aporia, excuse me. They're up on the high ground while Ignite is already on the point taking control.
Yeah. Symmetra gets hooked and instantly gets killed. Octobliss just is out of the picture. They know that Symmetra is a huge pick for Aporia.
The kills go in for both sides. Axe Crit is back, but the res, but they're still losing people. They don't have the sustain that they need.
Yeah. It's just a pile of people dying.
I definitely think that it has to do with the healer composition that Aporia is running. They're running a Mercy Lucio, and yes, they do have the Ashe to damage boost, but I definitely want something more than just a Mercy Lucio. They don't
they switched
have
up
the sustain.
They switched up the Mercy and switched in Moira. So Moira Lucio, which is a good comp.
That's exactly what I would hope to see. Moira is super strong right now, especially in these like behind the shield comps.
Yeah.
She just does so much healing, gets that damage orb out.
Yeah, but you gotta remember that these teams are still able to run ghosts if they choose to. There's no roll up to this.
That's true, yeah, they're not quite yet. Technicality goes for that Death Blossom. Still nothing found from either Reaper so far.
Yeah.
But it looks like they are going to be getting the kills. A nice hook coming out from Draz to cancel Azur's whole hog.
It looks like Ignite might lose this.
And it looks like now they're just going to try and clean up.
Yep, it looks like Ignite will look a huge wipe coming from Aporia.
A nice flip. 75% taken though. A lot of percent
on the
side of Ignite. So.
But they still have like at least two team fights to actually get it back. Like if they lose the point.
Not a whole lot of ults on the side of Ignite right now. They only have that Coalescence and the Supercharge.
It looks like I'm gonna use all the ults.
That's 3 coming out now from Ignite. Only 2 so far, both support ults. No kills either way yet so far though.
Mostly, it looks like it's mostly coming from. Yep, there's a first pick from Octobliss and gets taken out by Cards.
Now both teams are even in numbers, but losing a main pick is so much more valuable.
Yeah.
Technicality gets taken out by Jaybird. But I don't know if the flip is going to be able to come in quite yet.
Yeah.
It's really only going to be Pixel here trying to contest it all. Nice hold. Good amount of ults used.
Can Aporia,
now we're sitting on almost nothing.
Can Aporia just get this to 100% and actually get them to another map? Or will Ignite just get it back? That both teams are evened out, but if anyone overextends or even dies, that is giving Aporia a huge advantage. Speaking of Aporia,
Technicality gets the kill on a Jaybird. Jaybird trying to be a little bit sneaky. Not really going to work out for them.
Yeah. Technicality almost has his ult. If he times this correctly, he can actually take a huge team, get a huge team wipe if he doesn't get hooked by a Roadhog.
Full Coalescence has come out.
Technicality having his ult.
Counting. And now finally kills are coming in favor of Ignite. A High Noon comes out from Jaybird, not really going to be able to find anything. A beautiful sound barrier comes out and saves the team. No, just kidding, he does get Exo.
Looks like
still, it's not going to be enough.
Looks like Ignite might get the point back, but can Aporia get it back faster? They still have time. It's only 81%.
They don't really have the ults necessary to try and take
Yeah.
this back, though they're gonna have to push into a supercharge or a whole hog and a high noon of technicality.
Yeah.
Technically. I've been saying his name wrong this whole time. I'm sorry.
Actually, it's technically.
So either way.
Oh, huge dragon comes in, but was that taken out on? No one will be taken out from the dragons.
A big wall actually comes in and denies the high noon, but not going to be able to get there.
Yeah.
Ignite is actually going to be taking it 2-0.
Well done, Ignite, on taking the map. And that is first point. It's the first point for Ignite.
Axcrid with a big play of the game. Doing such a great job on the Orisa, doing her best.
Not really Orsa's kills anyway. What is that?
Big assists, I suppose. So.
I guess. And that is Ignite getting the first point. Well, what is the next map?
Next map will be Volskaya Industries.
Volskaya. Maps. Volskaya. Ask if the teams are ready. And hopefully not have Aporia taking forever. Oh, actually no, Ignite taking it forever.
Yeah, Ignite.
We have already 14 people watching and barely any of them actually said anything.
Swap the colors, they say. Yeah, they get real antsy.
Yes.
So
I already did swap the colors.
Aporia is swapping Axcrid for MJ, so Axcrid out.
Alright, that guy's gone. Just they have to. All they have to do is invite.
Yeah. All right. And maybe not.
Sometimes happens. Wait, what? They're over the cap. Epics, can you check their SR count?
Yeah, sure.
Like both teams.
What's MJ gonna be playing? Tank, I'm assuming.
This technical said when MJ joins, they're over the cap limit. Okay. Since my internet decides it wants to be shit today, I mean crap, I'm going to turn on my mobile data because I need to actually see all the messages in time. I keep forgetting there's a SR cap. Is it somewhere like 21,000 SR? Or
Something like that. I'm assuming we're using season 17 if they don't have anything for 18.
I think it's the past 3 seasons. So 16, 17 and I mean 17, 16 and 15 are counted. We're having a bit of technical issues, so stay tuned.
21,750.
21,750. Looks like they have to bring their old player back because I don't think MJ is able to play.
No. I think it'd be too high.
What rank is MJ even?
He is Masters in Tank, but low Diamond or Plat.
Yeah, I don't think we're counting the current season. We're only counting the previous season. Because it's a bit hard to tell what SR it is in this current season. Like you can be a Masters in Tank, but you can also be Diamond in damage. So season 17 Diamond. Season 16 Diamond. They're all Diamond, like
Cloud, no. Clouds is GM.
alright, so Cloud's GM.
Nidoris. Looks like Platinum. 16. Mid Plat. Why is it like? Why isn't season 17 on the bottom with the others?
I don't get
They
it.
have to be out of order.
I don't get it either. They decided they want to mess it up, so I have to go all the way down to actually.
Yeah. Draz is, I think, high diamond average, but he's been
Okay, so
2 seasons.
so we're counting only 17, 16, and 15. We're not counting 18.
Yeah.
So
Final or season high?
okay, so
Jaybird decayed down to 3,000 from 36 in 16.
This SR cap thing is just getting really out of hand and annoying. I don't want to win maps and just get cucked because it's illegal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's up to you. Like, you counted their SR, right? Like, both teams, right?
Well, yeah, for the last, or season 17.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're using the last 3 seasons and averaging it out, it'd be a little longer of a process. If you want me to go through, like, pause the stream or something, or, like, stop it entirely, I can go through.
Well, Ignite
I don't know
saying.
if we want to waste that much time, though.
Well, Ignite saying whatever, just go. I don't want to waste any more time. So if the both teams are all right. Okay, so Ignite is ready. How about Aporia?
Yep.
Okay. Well, this has just been a long ass day.
Say that again.
Well, I can't because I have to keep it PG-13. Okay, so the colors are right. Aporia is neon blue and Ignite is pink.
Alright. Getting back into this. 1 sub, Axcrit swapped out for MJ. Causes a little bit of confusion in the SR department, but
I mean, it's even more.
Both teams would rather just play, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's more confusing ever since they had the role queue, like different SRs for each role. Like, I don't know how
I think we're gonna have to change up some rules or something.
Yeah, I think it's just about which team plays which role. Like, if for instance, if they have like a GM tank on the team, but also have that's playing a DPS, and his DPS is like Diamond or something. Well, I think we'll be counting the SR from what role they're playing.
I think that'd be good, yeah. But We'll have to talk to more moderators later at the figure that all out specifics.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Okay, so Ignite pretty much lost their Roadhog. Okay.
Step on my cookies.
So I kind of want to know why they did that, but I kind of don't.
They were swapping to D.Va, I guess. Or
Yeah.
maybe he swapped because he fell off on accident and had to get back quick. Either way, it looks like they could be going 5v6 into this unless Dres or
But the guys are doing a good job on actually doing a 5v6.
Dres is gonna be the first one or second one taken down, I suppose. It looks like Ignite is gonna be holding this pretty well.
Mercy is almost gonna be taken out. The Aporia's Mercy just gets taken out, and Ignite pretty much defended the point, even with a 5v6.
I think the fact that Azur went D.Va to get back faster made a little bit of a difference, so worked out.
I wonder what this would be like in the Overwatch League. Like, one person actually just falls off the map.
I'm sure it's happened before.
Yeah, I probably did. I mean, stuff like that makes it more funny.
So, still holding up here with this Bastion on the high ground. They're running a Baptiste Zenyatta, which I don't think...
Oh, Reinhardt messes up his... Reinhardt just messes up his charge.
Goes in, but still gets blasted by Octane. Octane really uncontested. I don't think the way to fight this is to really just go up and challenge them. It's going to be more of a fight it on point, let them drop and be out of position.
Yeah.
But now, looking at the ults, XM has his Transcendent, and EXO has his Window. So if they just window in front of this Bastion, it's almost a guaranteed fight win. Even if they don't, I suppose. Transcendence comes out. Don't know if that was because he was low, but the Octane pops his ult as well. Guess they have to use something eventually. They were sitting on 6 ults for a little while.
Yeah.
Only a few ults coming online here for Aporia though. Cloud has that Riptire and Jaybird has Pulse-Bomb. But if EXO is able to get that Immortality,
Epics,
Epics,
can you readjust your mic? Because we can hear your fan in the background.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, Riptire comes out. Not really going to be able to find too much, it looks like. Is taken, or the Supercharger is taken down immediately.
Huge MP comes in.
Bomb not.
Only takes out the Lucio.
Finding the door. And they are still fighting it out. Technically taken down, and now it looks like it's all going to be in favor.
It looks like Aporia is going to get this point after so much time wasted. Ignite is trying everything in their power to actually stop the point, but more people on point makes it more harder to actually get it back. And now they're technically switching back to Widow.
Is he really going to be able to get a whole lot of value? He's going to actually get taken down by Clouds. Comes in with a tire or a mine concussion combo. Grab comes out. Immortality is there. Transcendence not there quite yet. He actually gets taken down. But it's 100% Aporia on the kill feed. Octane does get a kill on
Cloud
Boris, but
takes
I
out
don't
2
think
people.
that's going to be enough.
And that's Aporia getting the point. Unless they can stop Ignite coming back.
Coming back in time to contest. Taken down. And Azur trying his darndest. Now the respawns are coming in, and it looks like they're actually going to be able to take back this point. Exo gets 2. Make that a
Exo
third,
Walls gets
why
4.
not?
Actually 3, yeah. Exo Walls gets 3 kills.
Are able to clean up 76% point. Yeah, 76.9% taken. Still a good amount taken, but they definitely wanted to steamroll that through as much as they could, get that second point as much time as possible.
Cloud's Junkrat is very powerful.
He's doing such a great job.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be really having the room with the Reinhardt. Sorry, he has to play a little more passively against the Mei and
Aporia loses their Reinhardt.
Tracer.
So it looks like they have to retreat and get their Rhine back, because going in without a Rhine, it's just you're asking yourself to be shot in the head.
They actually do get the res off. Clouds gets taken down, but Azur are going to be falling into that total mayhem. A lot of mines, a lot of damage. It really surprises people.
Big Freeze comes
honestly.
in. Big Freeze comes in.
Big freeze, a huge freeze. That's 4-man freeze, 2-man coalescence so far.
Exo War's getting 3 kills again. Oh, Lucio. Alright, Lucio. Looks like MKXM likes to do a cheeky teabag.
But now, looking at the ults, we are going to be seeing Ignite having almost nothing except that pulse bomb coming up on that death block. Clouds, though, gonna take down Octane.
Yeah. Octane Bliss shouldn't stay there once she knows she's been discovered.
Technically, goes in with the Death Blossom, does get Clouds, does get res back up.
Technically takes out the Reinhardt.
Octane doesn't get so far. Riptire, not really gonna be able to find too much.
Looks like Aporia might get this point. Looks like Jaybird takes out 3 people. But will they take it back?
There to
will Ignite take it back?
All so much HP to burn through. Technically comes back on that Reaper. Pixel does finally fall, but now there's 3 people on the point.
And it looks like Aporia will get the point, but with nothing on the time bank.
As a big Zarya play, a lot of damage going out. Test is there, it's not going to be enough though.
And that is Aporia getting the point. In overtime, yeah.
They do get it.
But can Ignite do this faster? Find out next in this stream.
Find out next, right now.
I've just been watching a lot of commercials lately, and I just hear, find out next on what happens next.
Find out what happens next right after this.
After this commercial breaks.
Oh, anyway, going into this defense. See how are they going to really change anything up? Cloud is running wild on this Junkrat, doing such a great job. Draz on the Zarya doing a phenomenal job. Zarya at least 3 kills, I believe it was almost 4 during that attack last round. On the defense, they're going to be playing a D.Va, and they're going to go for that Bastion strat, holding up on the high ground, having the D.Va contest.
Yep.
Looks like, oh, these are some old strats I'm liking to see. Quadruple DPS comp.
Oh, I'd have toggled the UI off, but people can guess what the quadruple DPS comp would be like. As long as you don't know what heroes they are chosen, that's fine by me.
There's just so many DPS, it doesn't really matter how you deal with it. If you're going to be running this Bastion, you're going to be trying to stay in the same place anyway, so it doesn't really matter what they're going to throw at you. They're running a Bastion Mei. Cloud's on the Mei. Interesting choice. I've often seen Symmetra run with these guys, so you can teleport the Bastion and have a little more mobility.
Technically on the Widow. It's a very interesting comp having Widow on attack, but I trust this team to know what they do.
Oh, a big move coming out here from Pixel. Technically gets a big kill on the BTW.
Well, that is, looks like Ignite will get this. They executed this plan of their comp really greatly. And they got
getting at least 3 kills.
Ignite just got the point really much quicker than Aporia. If they do the same,
6 minutes.
probably 5 minutes. If they still.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. They changed it. It's gonna be like 5 minutes. Oh, technically a pick kill.
Actually,
no,
no,
it's
6 minutes. Huh.
Nidoras does get that quick respawn though, able to get back quicker.
Looks like Aporia is switching to their Widow to counter their Pharah, but J-Boys is unaware that the Pharah has went behind and actually to take him out. Azura Slash knows what he does, so he doesn't proceed to go on an attack.
They fall off the map. Anyway.
I think that was intentional to not get staggered. I think.
To tempt. It was still pretty late. I think they might have been able to get out. Jaybird though gets taken out by Technic.
I mean, if you get taken out, you give them more how I say, ult charge. They tried to not give them ult charge.
Now with 2 picks going into this, big EMP comes out.
Yep, it looks like that. Looks like men with the kills take out the Widow.
Minefield was enough. Now it's really only going to be Clouds on the Roadhog to try and contest it all. That's such a clean fight with that EMP. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're really going to be able to contest after that.
Yeah.
These hacks coming out from
oh damn!
Exo
Technicality's
doing
Widow.
Such a great job on the wall, denying any real potential of killing. Clouds tries to go to the Doomfist, gets hacked right out of it.
No one can hide from my
Now it's just cleanup. They're trying to get this over the 4-minute time bank, and they will.
Catching these games and watching them, it just makes me really want to rejoin a team. But that'll probably be a long time. I mean, I
100% moved over to PC right now. So
same here. Like most of the time, I spend my time on VR chat because Overwatch is kind of getting boring for me.
Yeah, I started playing a little bit more competitively when Su-22 came out.
Yep.
Like seeing Sigma being played, the comps aren't really that fun that are being played. Like,
yeah, I mean I like the thing is
the
thing is I as much as I like to roll 2-2-2, it's alright, but it just gets boring over time. Like you see the same 2-2-2 comps. As much as I don't like to see goats all the time, you kind of do get to miss it.
I didn't actually mind goats. I enjoyed it as a Zen player.
I think
you just could spam out shields and do all of the damage.
Yeah, but now the comp is pretty much double shields, like, and Symmetra is being annoying as hell.
Yeah, Doom Reaper or Doom Symmetra or something like that.
Yeah.
So much fun to just get randomly punched out of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I don't love getting punched in the middle of nowhere, like just minding mine, especially as a Zen or an Ana player. I don't like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do anything except, you know, as Zen, you just accept your fate.
Basically, yeah.
And looks like Ignite will be running this same comp with the triple DPS. Actually, no, quad DPS.
Drastic though gets the pick on to Exo.
Yeah.
Now there's only gonna be 2 down. They're only down 1 total so far.
Oof, misses the health back.
MJ goes in hard, gets the damage in. I didn't even realize, but only 1 tick needs to be taken for Ignite to win.
If Aporia knows how to defend this properly, they draw. But it doesn't look like it would. It doesn't look like that would happen because they are falling. They're really falling apart really quick when Ignite jumps on them.
Ignite, popping that Valkyrie Octane, gets the kill onto BTW, and it looks like now it's just gonna be cleanup. Technically, does get taken down, but with all the kills coming in favor of Ignite, I think that's gonna be just about it.
And that is Ignite.
But Ignite takes the map, takes the game up 2-0.
Even with Aporia having like being a bit over the SR cap, Ignite knows how to deal with this. Well, I don't really know about the SR cap that much. Like, I know they shouldn't be over 21,000. And the teams are just a bit... Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Big plays coming out from Draz. Nice kills on the high charge area.
Well, what's the next map?
Next map is... not that one. Blizzard World.
Blizzard World. Ask if the teams are ready. And if they have any subs.
Well, there you go. Cat is coming in chat saying Aporia is not over the cap after all.
Wait, really?
So, yeah.
Hooray, we're not doing something illegal. Or the teams are not even doing anything illegal.
Alright, it looks like Ignite is ready to go. And...
Aporia? Oh, looks like they might having a sub.
So... yeah, Nid and Clouds is going out, Axcrid and Rosa are coming in. So Nidoras is going out.
Alright then.
Can we get Nid out of the game?
Alright. You know, they could always ask him to leave. I don't really have to kick anyone.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's my job to actually arrange the teams. It's a payless job.
It's a thankless job is what it is.
Yeah.
Except for when I was actually casting almost every game back like a year ago.
Oh, really?
They were doing like the best caster
man.
polls.
Did they stop doing that?
Yeah, I haven't seen a best caster poll in a
Damn.
while.
If only I was there back a year ago. I'd probably been somewhere around top 10 or top 5 if we actually had active casters.
The only thing was that we only had like 6 casters total to choose from, and I was doing almost every game anyway.
Yeah.
So, not a whole lot of competition. Anyway, looks like Aporia is ready to go.
Alright. I mean, I know that like most games I have to solo cast because most casters cannot attend.
Or they just don't respond or something. That was a big problem back then too.
Like,
glad to see things never change.
Yeah. Like, remember, solo casting for 2 hours straight, just talking to yourself, especially if you're recording it, is boring as hell. Because all you're doing is watching. Because if anything, I don't even watch the Overwatch League, because it's just it's a bit boring for me. Like, you know that what comes there running, you know what they're gonna do. It just gets boring. But like when they add something,
it's basically the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. But when something's like unusual happens, that's when that's when it's really fun. Especially like 2 teams being in the same team and like fighting each other. Like just like, you know, Widow versus like Widow 1v1s.
Yeah.
Those things are fun.
I like Widow 1v1s. They're just seeing like this outskill, trying to see the technical things that they're doing.
Yeah, and especially when the teams are having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's just meta slaves, everyone. It's meta slaves. Even in like Plat and Diamond, everyone's a meta slave. You can play other things other than Arissa Sigma in comp, right? But no, Sigma's too new. Can't really get over the allure of having one of the new heroes on their team.
Yeah. Oh, looks like he's not running a Torbjorn and Bastion. The true nature of a cancer comp.
I don't know if Ignite's just trying to get this over with as best they can. Running the super spammy comp.
Wait, is this Ghost I see? Is Aporia running Ghosts? They are running Ghosts.
Yes,
oh
they
my
are.
God. I haven't seen this comp for a long time.
Same, but it's still gonna get obliterated by the
If Reinhardt, if Aporia's Reinhardt did not mess up his charge and actually took in the Bastion out, this fight would have been different. But he hit the wall.
Unfortunate MJ mistake. Octane lives another day to shoot everyone out of the sky.
They're running proper they're running proper goods.
The Lucio Zen too.
Yeah, and Brig. I don't think
it's been a long time.
But the Brig thing is, with Brig, it's a bit really hard to run Brig because she doesn't do instant healing anymore, and her shield is more. Her shield breaks even much quicker.
Yeah, she can't be as aggressive. She has this weird armor pack that don't have the burst damage. The shield, this spam comp just does so much damage to Reinhardt's shield. They cannot keep up with it.
Yeah, I think that. What is Zen doing up there? the lonely Zen. The lone Zen just
trying to 1v6 now he's just staggering as long as he can. That is a late stagger. That's going to be another 20 seconds before he's back in the fight with the rest of the team. They did, however, get a tick and a half actually out of that, 46%-ish. But now they're going in 5v6 without their Zen.
Aporia not doing any good job on trying to get a point. Like, they got one tick, but like, I don't think running goats is gonna work, especially if they have Bastion. And even
no, this spam comp does way too much damage. They do finally swap over to Aporia.
Yeah, but I don't think the Pharaoh will even be useful. I don't think the Pharaoh even will be useful because they do have a Torbjorn, and the Torbjorn turret is in this weird position where Pharaoh cannot take it out unless without getting close.
Right, if she gets close enough to take out the turret, then she's close enough to have to deal with the Bastion, and if she
and also gets
Bastion,
hooked. She can even get hooked if she gets close.
They do just so much damage. The Bastion, the Brissa, the Hog, Baptiste, and they just do so much damage in general. Just the damage output off
Oh,
the
huge shatter, but for some
big slam.
But doesn't get killed. Doesn't kill anyone.
Pushes him back. Turret actually does get taken out. Jaybird does get it, but now without probably having the ability to get a new one up.
I think Aporia might have lost an idea of what to run. Like, they're running goats, but that doesn't work. They're switching up some parts of goats, but that doesn't work because they need to actually get their ults up and actually like go through them. Now they're running a Winston, which, if you know, Winston is not really good against Bastion if Bastion's kept alive for long enough.
Winston's not really good in general against this kind of comp. This super spammy comp, he can't do anything. You know, against like how much damage they put out. He just dies instantly. But with the grab, it looks like they are going to be able to roll through and finally take this point.
Yeah. If Ignite did not waste their immortality field, they could have survived the grab.
But now looking at this team comp, it's so weird. They're swapping. Oh, they are swapping the Zarya rather to a Genji. Now they're going to be running more of a dive comp.
Yeah.
Again, haven't seen that in a while either. Some weird old comps that are being run now.
Yeah.
Ignite is giving off quite a lot of space. I would definitely ask them to contest a little bit sooner. They do get the kills though. BTW goes down. They aren't really able to push the card too much further. So they do get the res off, but
yeah,
don't know if it's really going to be enough. Especially with all this damage, the McCree Hanzo now, and the Sombra. This dude's flank damage. The fire goes for a very aggressive rocket barrage, trying to get more than just one, but typically it does get res back up.
Yeah.
No real big ults coming online, both tank ults coming in for Aporia, High Noon, and Roadhog's Whole Hog, that's the one. Which does push back MJ pretty decently. Bomb comes in, shield is there though, does take down Pixel anyway.
Yeah. What a shame. Technicolor is a bit overextending himself because he's now getting jumped by Aporia. Well, not overextending, sorry. A bit like he just gets jumped on and somehow survives.
XM doing a great job trying to keep his Hanzo alive, but now they trade DPS. Rez comes out, sound barrier is out.
Huge EMP comes in.
EMP.
Data comes in.
High Noon doesn't seem like it's gonna get anything by itself. A nice zoning ult mayhaps.
Yeah. Usually Deadeye is like a scaring ult. Like he just makes everyone shit their pants. Like saying, where's the because the thing is, when the Crucial ultimate, it's an instant kill if you don't know where he is. You know?
I don't even know if they're gonna really be able to touch after this. They pop the Valkyrie and they are able to touch.
Yeah.
Dragon Blade comes up from Draz. He's gonna be getting an XM. Not too much after that by itself, but a lot of kills, good kills coming in through for Aporia. They do have the Mercy there for the res potentially. And there it is. That's gonna be 2 points taken both in overtime actually.
Looks like some teams are still left behind and they're trying to get them back. A bit of shield, a bit wasted.
Bomb comes in, does get the kill onto Octane.
Yeah.
Even after that, Rose does get the kill on it technically too. Cart is going to continue to push pretty far so far. Ignite's being pushed way further back than they really want to do.
With like Ignite running the double snipers.
To a big hook into Whole Hog, MJ goes down almost instantaneously.
To be honest, I'm thinking Ignite will be able to come back at top if Aporia doesn't get it to the last point.
Ignite's defense looking really strong right now. Unfortunate, they do have the res there, so technically it's going to be Ignite in favor of Ignite. I cannot talk. He gets the kill under the Dragon Blading Draz as well. They are able to contest the cart. Res comes out, but the kills are still coming in favor of Ignite.
Yeah.
Technically, it gets taken out. No res
Here it comes in.
at all.
Takes out
Big bomb
up the Bliss.
So looking to be out Pixel here, and they're actually going to turn around Aporia. Is able to get the kills and turn it around.
Yeah.
We'll push the car. All of it is in overtime. Rosa loses her mech though. That's going to be a big loss. Whole Hog goes out. MJ's not going to be able to survive.
They need to stay on point and not let anyone get even get near to the point.
It's like Bob and the Dragon and everything is just need to be a little too much for Aporia to handle, and that is where the cart's going to stop. Still a pretty good push. Not super bad if you are Aporia. So.
Yep. Well then, they definitely got far enough, even though they struggled at start. Like they were trying all these kind of comps, running the classic goats, then running a goats with DPS, then completely switching to a dive comp.
Mm-hmm.
So
It seemed to work out for them in the end-ish, but they still would definitely want to be pushing a little bit further than that. If I were in Aporia, I would not be super happy with the amount pushed, because we did have to do all of those last pushes in overtime, so you know that the defense in
Wait.
Ignite is going to be so strong.
Yeah. Wait, if Ignite wins this map, does that mean this is the last map, or do we have like another map?
I don't know how they're doing the playoffs. I want to say they're doing it to 4 still, but I don't see why. Maybe. Actually, hold on. Let me ask real quick.
Yeah. Because obviously I don't think the map difference no longer matters, because it's the fact that you already know the teams are in the playoffs. Like, you already know if Ignite wins this, they're already in the playoffs.
Oh, I don't have permission to type in the questions. Chat. Okay.
Just ask one of the moderators or Porgo.
He's berating me again. Anyway, going into this, figure that out as we go. Jaybird could get the first kill. Jaybird doing such a great job on this Ashe, though.
Yeah.
Too much damage. Octane trying to do his best to get a kill. I don't think it's going to be enough. They lost their main king.
Oh, Rosabena just takes out takes away the dragons. Just eats the dragons.
Good amount of ult coming online for Aporia to be able to defend this. They have that Coalescence. They have that Valkyrie, especially over XM, who's only 73%. And it looks like with that, BTW comes in with 3 big kills. Still no ults really used for Ignite yet. They still have 2.5 minutes. Octane swaps off of that Hanzo onto the Symmetra. Technically picks it up. So, a few DPS ults not going to be coming online quite soon enough, but we'll see how they want to play it.
They need to get their ults up and like start going in fast before they run out even time.
Just under 2 minutes left to try and push this. 4 ults online for Aporia.
I wouldn't say using all ults all at once would be a good idea to just get the point. Usually it's a better idea to save up some ults for like the upcoming team fight.
So Draz goes in with the Dragon Blade. Is only going to be able to find one, but it looks like Ignite is going to be able to res. Bob is on point with the Orisa. Jaybird gets the kill, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. This Trot DPS is doing so much damage. All they really have to do is continue to push and do the damage. But Draz gets the kill on it technically, and I think that might be that push. Only 1 minute remaining. They use 2 really big, or 3, excuse me. Really
they
big
use 3
ults.
ults. They use 3 ults, and they still haven't got a first tick. That's a big waste. It looks like Aporia might win this. Unless the Diva Bomb actually gets a team wipe, I don't think there's any way for Ignite to actually get through this.
It's not going to be easy. They don't really have the ults technically coming online, or technically Dragon coming online. Full Swap not really going to be finding anything. Dragon does get a huge pick on the Axe crit, though.
Yeah.
That's going to be one major component. Now they only have the Moira here. Draz doing a great job killing those. We've gotten the kill onto Octane.
Yep.
technically. Now it's gonna be Ignite.
Ash still keeps him. Ash is still alive, but D.Va comes in, takes out Octane Blizz.
Jaybird gets 2, the D.Va Bomb gets the only one, or the left on point, and now there's only 3 people here to try and contest point. 3v3, Rose is the first get taken out of mech. But as respawns come in, it looks like Aporia is actually going to be able to hold.
Wow. They come in with the Dragon Blade. Coming in with Bob. Looks like Aporia will defend this.
Bob comes in huge, gets 2 kills, and then Jaybird finishes.
And that is Aporia.
Going to be it. Taking 2-1.
Well done, Aporia. Could they reverse sweep this? Up. BTW comes in with Moria's play of the game.
Surrender to my will.
Alright, man.
Play the games. Next map is going to be Havana.
Havana.
That sounds.
Never liked the Havana map because it's the fact that the starting part is so long that it gives user advantage. So it'll be Havana, I see. And that is 2 for Ignite and 1 for Aporia. Could they reverse sweep this and go to map 5?
There is the potential. Aporia looking a lot stronger now, especially after that defense. That was incredible.
Ask if the teams are ready and we'll proceed.
So it looks like... Okay, I guess we are playing just 4 maps in general, whoever takes it after that. So, Ignite, if they take 1 more map, they are going to win. They aren't doing anything different for this semifinals deal. So, Ignite.
Oh. Looks like Ignite is ready.
Oh, okay. Don't even have to type. Both teams are ready.
They knew you were going to type it.
I like it.
First it's me, then now it's the whole team. Alright then. Here we go. Havana.
Oh. Okay. Good timing, I guess, because my computer just died.
Really?
Good thing I still have my PlayStation.
Imagine if there was Discord.
Anyway.
Imagine if there was Discord on PlayStation. That'd be nice.
I would absolutely hate that. There was too many typing things to do there.
No, I mean like you can link your PlayStation account and people can see what you're playing, just like on Xbox.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, no, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
so like
Sony won't do that.
Like
Sony won't do that because Xbox is already there, and you know, Sony doesn't want Xbox players.
Xbox have this. I wouldn't even call it a rivalry, I suppose, because I did hear word way back when that they were trying to create, quote unquote, this crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation. Yeah. I don't know if it's ever going to come.
It'll be really nice. It'll be really nice if there was. You know, have you heard Overwatch on the Nintendo Switch?
Yes, I did hear about that.
How would that even work? Like, it's a bit funny just knowing Overwatch is on the Nintendo Switch. Like, will there actually be leagues dedicated for Nintendo Switch?
I'm sure there will. Now that the Nintendo fans who have been trying to get into these leagues be like, oh, instead of Xbox or PlayStation or PC, it's going to be just Switch teams, and they're going to have tournaments of all their own. I would love to see a Switch tournament, I'm not even going to lie. I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
So, anywho, going into this, it looks like Jaybird's actually going to be on the Widow, finally showing his full prowess, or full potential.
Yeah. They must not let Bastion set up.
Definitely think it's Bastion versus Bastion. This is really only something you can see at this level of Overwatch. Like all these teams have like GMs and things on their team, so I'd expect to not see Bastion run as much.
But you know,
So much damage.
people get desperate if it means to win, especially if it's the semi-finals.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose.
You would do anything to
Now,
actually
yeah.
win. I mean, come to think of it, what do you even get if you win the whole season or like the league? You don't really get anything.
I think you get a new role, and are they doing emotes? I don't know for sure.
And also bragging reasons.
I know you get a role.
And also to brag.
Yeah, it's bragging rights.
Mm. Dragon comes in. Takes out the Mercy.
Unfortunate X-Crit gets taken down by
Especially
the
with her ultimate. Like, it would have been fine if it was just on its own, but gets killed while using ult. Just a huge waste.
X-Crit not able to survive. They attempt to go for the res, but not going to be enough. A lot of ult's going to be coming online here for... Yeah, like that. Oh, the Bastion and the Baptiste.
Yeah, Bastion getting nano boosted and also amplified. Like, he used the amplifier and also Mercy's damage boost. That does a lot of damage.
What's the Mercy damage boost amplify the damage by? I don't remember the exact number. I know Baptiste is like just 2 times the damage.
I think it's 1.5 of the damage
like
boost.
that. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Still, so much damage coming out. There's a lot you're going to be able to do. And with 100 or with those projectiles doing 120 already.
Yikes. Looks like Aporia might need to switch their comp off. Like, they're trying this comp that you somehow don't work, but like, if they can time it right, they can execute it really well, to the point where the comp actually just dominates the whole game. It's all about timing on when to attack and when to, like, retreat.
Looks like they're going to be using the sim. It's not going to be enough. Though both tanks taken out. Unable to get through the teleport.
Ooh, extra walls just get taken out.
The big pick on the Exo. They do have the res potential there. Looks like they are going to be able to go for it.
I'm watching the Bastion and it's just a huge, it's just a Bastion 1v1 all I see.
It really is. That's all you can really do at this point. Both teams trying to run this Bastion have to make it work.
Rosabena just cooks the Roadhog and then uses her ult, but that's also Hug, so it cancels the ult.
And now Graz just goes through, plowing through the enemy.
See what I meant? See what I meant about this comp? Like, it's all about timing on when to attack and when to dominate. Like, this comp just went through all of it. Like,
I think that had a lot to do with Jaybird's wall as well. He put up a wall,
yeah,
which denied basically all damage coming in from
and Bastion stayed on
unable to really do anything.
Yeah.
Now sitting here, Ignite does have 3, almost 4 ults coming online against only 1.
That's all damage coming in.
Just like that. A big Amp Matrix, that's what it's called. I'm trying to think of.
I call it an amplifier.
So much damage coming in from Octane, it's almost impossible to deal with. Payload is still moving though, so they don't have anyone to really contest.
Yeah.
Until they're pulled off.
Yeah, they just got pulled into the payload.
So much damage, and now technically gets 2 big kills with his dragon. That's gonna be where the payload halts.
Yep. It'll be a while until Aporia gets it back, knowing that they only have a minute and 10 seconds.
They are coming up on a few really good ults. So they have that wall coming up. They have MJ's supercharger, and close to Valk and Polhog. Like looking at both of the teams coming up.
Yep.
They're all pretty even on ult, honestly.
You can hear the wall coming in, like the Symmetra's wall coming in.
just like that, MJ maybe a little too aggressive with the pushes, but seems to be working in their favor enough. The wall comes in, not really going to be doing a whole lot that they don't want. Draz gets taken out, and the big pick. They do have the supercharger out. Actree goes for the res.
Yep.
He's going to be taken down, actually.
They need to take out the Bastion really quick, because Octane Bliss is taking out them all.
It looks like that's going to be just about where it stops.
Yeah, Octane Bliss gets the mortality field on him, and that is just Ignite, defending that point. Now we just need to wait for Aporia to actually defend it. See how Aporia's defense is.
If you are Ignite, though, you're going to be feeling really good about that defense.
Yeah.
Because you really wanted to be holding it as quick as you could. They held it so long on first point alone.
Yeah.
Because their Bastion was able to set up without having to push forward, get into the line of sight, and then transform into his turret mode.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch version of Overwatch? Like, do you think it's a good idea, or do you think it's just like a bit silly?
So I am such a big fan of Overwatch. I've played so many hours that I would definitely enjoy having more people be able to play, and that goes for having them come from other consoles. The fact that it's going to be on the Switch does seem like it's going to have a little bit of a more rough start. They don't have the the basic setup that everyone else has. The PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox versions came out relatively at the same time, so it was really easy for everyone to kind of mesh, know what's going on, and now Switch kind of has to catch up again.
Yeah.
So I'm sure like people on the Switch or who only have the Switch are able to know kind of what's going on there, watch like the Overwatch League, but they don't have the game itself. So they
what do you think? What do you think if there was crossplay between two systems, like the Switch, Xbox, and PS4? Because that would actually
see.
I could see them
Switch,
doing that.
I could definitely see the Switch and then maybe Microsoft, like the Xbox, potentially having crossplay, like a little bit like Fortnite does.
I mean, thing is,
PC.
PS4 has a crossplay between Xbox on Fortnite. Like they have crossplay between Xbox and PS4 on Fortnite. So it's not a realm of possibility. Like they can do it if it's
like the technology is there.
Yeah.
It's just
crossplay was enabled by
they're willing to do it.
Yeah.
Because I know that Sony is not going to be wanting to go doing any kind of crossplay of any kind.
They'll definitely do it next gen. They definitely confirmed that they will do it next gen.
I could see them doing it potentially next gen. I'd still say Sony is in such a mindset where it's difficult for them to see what the benefit would be and how it would outweigh the profits they're making. As
the thing is, they're just being a bit stubborn about this. Like
they really are.
Like what's bringing players from different consoles together, especially to play a game that everyone loves. Like, it would be really nice to play against people on Xbox or even the Switch once it comes out.
Have those like multi-platform tournaments going on. I think that'd be really cool, honestly.
Yeah. And if anything, if they could do it, they can do crossplay between PC and consoles, but in only one way. Like if you connect your keyboard to it.
Yeah, that'd be the question. That'd be where it starts getting questionable.
I mean, anything's possible with systems and servers. Like, there's nothing like you can say, oh, PC cannot play with together, because they are on Battle.net servers, and the servers are there. Well, it looks like we've talked about this way too much to the point where the game is just almost done.
Minute 30.
Oh,
Nice bomb coming out.
only takes
Rosa,
one.
that's-
Only takes out one person, but takes out two things that affects the team.
Two very important things: the immortality and the supercharger both go down.
Yeah.
And now looking at the ults, I don't know if Ignite has to like change something up or what's going on.
It looks like Aporia having really good luck on standing up in this high ground because it's a bit hard to take out anyone up here because like nothing can reach you.
It's really difficult for them to get like
It's a very difficult position. It looks like Ignite might lose to this comp because of that positioning. Very interesting because not that many people in Ignite can dive the Bastion up there.
No, and even if they were to swap to dive now, they would be losing all of the ults they could potentially have coming up online. A big kill from Technically though. He's able to get Rosa out of commission, but Pixel taken down as well as Exo. Ignite's in a little bit of a difficult position. Aporia is doing so great on the defenses.
Yeah, it looks like it might looks like. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage coming in.
I think with that, the kills are coming either way. Actually, both kills.
Yeah.
See it go. Axford goes for the res. Does get it off. It actually goes out. Both ballots come out almost at the same time.
Takes out the Lucio. Exo Wallace gets
bomb,
taken
but-
out.
That's right. Let's get a kill. Big defense, or big hold here. You can really smell that reverse sweet coming back.
Yeah.
Wall coming out for Octane. Kind of put in a weird spot. I definitely would like to see it push maybe a little more further up.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's working out for them. They are getting kills, but just as I say that, now they are down 2.
It's it's really hard to guess on what happens. What?
Now,
The
that's gonna be it.
Aporia might reverse sweep this.
Ori's coming back stronger than ever. I think that might have been considered a C9 at a little bit.
Yeah, I
but
think so, but I mean, it's not something that you can avoid.
they were down like 3
Yeah.
people.
Bastion just melting everyone.
And that's Draz going in. That's what happens when you're able to set up.
So now it's map 4, right? Or map 5?
Map 5, which is computer shut down, so I have to check my phone real quick. I think it's Oasis. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it's map 5. It's all for nothing now. I mean, all or nothing.
Yeah, it is Oasis. Both teams coming down to the wire, exactly what I'd hope to see from playoffs.
This will be really interesting if actually Aporia gets this point.
They finally come back from being down 2.
Yeah.
Ignite feeling a little bit sweaty. Hopefully they are able to pull it through.
If I was Ignite, I would be really nervous, like knowing that we got 2 points in a row, but then we started losing. I would be really nervous, like Aporia's defense is really strong. Yeah, Aporia's defense was really strong. Like in 2 games, their defense is really strong. They know where to set up. They know, but their attack is really weak. Ignite can take the advantage in this map. Ignite can take advantage of that because Oasis is where you attack, and there's no really that much defending to do, unless once you keep the point to yourself.
Yeah, it's all about those like ult fights, really. Because in my opinion, definitely.
Ask if the teams are ready.
King of the Hill maps are all about the ults.
Yeah. Okay, Ignite is ready. Now we're just waiting on Aporia. Okay, both teams are ready.
Okay. Into Oasis we go. I'd be interested to see if they are going to continue to run this Bastion strat, since it is this playoff match. They do feel, both teams seem to feel pretty comfortable on it. If they just set up properly.
Yeah.
Maybe on University it wouldn't be super useful because there's just not enough space for Bastion to work.
Yeah, and he can easily get flanked around really quick. There's
exactly.
way too many walls around, so Bastion would be flanked either way. So I don't think running Bastion would be a good idea. But it's all the teams. Like if they know how to run Bastion on University, then they can.
I could definitely see on City Center, I believe it is, the one with the bouncy pad and the high ground over the left side, or whatever. I could definitely see Bastion run there potentially, but that might be about it. Yeah.
What are you looking forward for the next season?
This next season, when Sigma finally gets released, I'm hoping that at least a meta where double barriers spam them out isn't gonna be the only thing played, because it's just so boring just shooting shields, wait until their shields go down, putting our shields up, and just kind of charging at them.
Yeah,
it's like,
well,
it's basically just Goats 2.0.
Yeah, I'm most excited about like having more casters and like more refined season.
Definitely, if they're gonna be able to like get stuff, the new casters, more established with the rules set and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm hoping for next season where like they switch the teams around, like each map. Like that's one of my suggestions, like switching the teams around for each map. Because sometimes some teams do really good on attack and some teams don't do really good on defense. And when you switch them around, that kind of evens out. Oh, staggering the diva. I hate seeing a baby diva getting staggered.
Late stagger on the Rosa, unfortunate. But Ignite so far has control of the point, already around 20%, and they aren't even going to be able to contest.
Yeah.
Rosa actually swaps over to the Roadhog to complement the Orisa.
Aporia looks like running a pharmacy. There's nothing really to counter the pharmacy, so Aporia might get the point back if they get enough picks.
So much damage coming on to onto this team. They can't keep up, especially when they're running this Mercy Moira. The Moira should be able, or would in theory be able to keep up, but Mercy only being able to heal one at a time if compared to Exo's Lucio, where you can heal and amp, get all that healing for the entire team at the same time. It might be a little bit of a difficult position to be in. Yeah. But now they do have the Valkyrie and the Coalescence, and
like I said earlier, Aporia isn't really good on attacking. Like when they're engaging the team, they're not really good at engaging the team. They really struggle until the last minute.
Oh, Japer going around the back gets 2 big picks.
Yeah.
Rez is there. Potential. Just kidding, no, they're running Lucio. I'm looking at the wrong team. The freeze comes out as a finds the kill onto MJ. Now, it could go either way. Valkyrie Mercy on the side of Aporia. Looks like they are going to be able to come back after all. They do commit the Supercharger, though. Immediately gets destroyed. Now they need to be able to use it as they engage.
Aporia's being really good.
But you really don't have to use any ults. If you just save that Supercharger, you could push in with that and the High Noon, or the Coalescence, and maybe potentially the Sim Wall, depending on if you get it up in time.
Yeah. See what I mean by Aporia being like always like wins the team fight at the last minute?
Always in overtime, it seems. They are able to get that. Draz like a big pick. High Noon clears the point off, can't really push in like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, but Exo gets a big kill on the Jaybird. Wall comes in. Supercharger not
Looks
gonna
like
be able
Ignite
to do
might
too
be,
much.
it looks like Ignite might be getting this back. Mercy uses her ult to actually, well, to get taken out. So many ults been wasted.
They didn't really have the luxury of being able to hold on to their ults and push through like all together. They kind of had to win right then and there. It was a difficult place to be in, but first map goes to Ignite.
Oh, it looks like Ignite might be getting this back after 2 losses.
It's an unfortunate thing to see when you're able to come back and bring it to a map 5 after being down 2.
Yeah.
Aporia really wants to be able to take this.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Looks like the teams are not switching anything from their comp. Now it's all about who can actually get the first pick.
Ignite already on point. Or, well, both teams on point now. But they have the... Both teams are doing like the setup and don't die behind the shield strat. So
they're running
it's
very...
really whoever can do more damage.
They're running pretty similar team comps. Just replacing the Diva with Roadhog. And then Zen with Baptiste.
Kills going both ways so far.
Okay, looks like Ignite might be getting this. Definitely Ignite.
Now looks like with that, that's gonna be the first push going, or the first flip going to Ignite.
Yeah.
And they're pushing up super far. Gets the kill on the Axe Grid.
Yeah. Roller gets hooked.
I don't think it's gonna really be enough. The freeze is there, you could potentially get a lot. The wall doesn't block him out though.
That's a lot of damage coming in.
A lot of ults being pushed in.
A lot of damage. Huge
but
ult.
technically gets 2 big picks. Had to invest almost, actually just about every ult except for Azerite.
Oh, Mercy gets killed the minute she comes out of the spawn. Oh, well, trying to get in spawn. Okay, Mario.
50%.
Yeah. They're pretty much getting spawn camped.
Drastic. The only thing they have is that mail. They really have to make the most value out of it, but so much damage is coming in. Their shield just goes down so quick.
Not that many people. They're really not trying to run a Reinhardt. Like, Reinhardt would be useful.
Because Blizzard comes in, does get... No, he isn't able to get the kill, but those look like kills are going to be able to be in favor of Aporia, finally. And about 86, and about 90% there.
Yeah. Now Aporia needs to just... What they have to do is to extend time even more is push up a bit. But I know they think...
Really have to.
I know they're thinking that they can't risk that. So all they can do is not defend, which is really good. Like, Aporia is really good at defending.
They really are.
Yeah.
Oh, but now when Axker gets pulled right from out behind the shield, a lot of damage coming out. That's gonna be a big pick onto the main thing.
Oh my god, that's a lot. Oh, gets stunned out of his ultimate. What a shame.
Not really gonna be able to find too much. Jaybird gets taken out right before he's able to use the wall. Kills kind of going both ways so far.
Oh, Zen, Exo Wars gets 2 kills.
Ignite's gonna be taking it back though.
Damn, looks like Ignite will be getting this. Alright.
Coming back after 2 maps down. Aporia, don't think they're gonna really be able. No, they do. They are able to touch just absolutely barely. Jaybird, the first round touch. Not gonna be enough though.
High Noon comes in.
Technically goes in with a High Noon. Not gonna be able to find too much. Or Aporia's not gonna be able to find too much. Now it's just a desperate attempt to even try and get.
So close for Aporia. They got so close. But the true victor is Ignite. Today we see Ignite win the game. I don't know.
If you are Aporia, you're feeling pretty bad about that. You came back so far.
Yeah.
Not so long. But in the end.
Especially if it's the semi-finals.
Good job to both teams though. Aporia put up such a fight.
Well, let's try to interview the teams now. Let's first interview the Ignite.
Alright, bring him in here.
Invite Exo. Well, I can't even invite him. Well, message them saying any interviews or anything like that.
Why are you telling me to do all these things when you can just do them anyway?
I have no idea. I mean, it usually helps. It's like feels like I'm just talking to myself. Like I'm just telling myself to be interviewed. Who else? Okay. So technically, Exo and Azura. Hello, welcome, Exo Wars.
Yeah, same. I totally agree.
Totally agree with what?
Yo, are we doing interviews?
There we are. There he is.
I've just invited myself in.
Alright, technically, now we need Azura.
Do we need Azurite?
Sure, why not? If he feels like it.
Because he kind of doesn't have any brain cells to his name.
Wait, who?
Azura
You don't
slash.
need brain cells when you can just click faces.
Oh, true.
That's alright.
Alright.
Now he's fine. He's been practicing his hog. Admittedly, he's doing a lot better on hog now. So that's nice. Oh, you need to change the score. You didn't change it. Hyperdan's game.
Oh yeah,
We just gave him a bit of hope, you know.
Well,
yeah,
both.
it's just some pity maps, you know. Nah, we're kidding. They put up a good fight. Like we just went full Papega sometimes though. Like
Yeah.
What do you guys?
there's some parts where we just should have swapped comps.
Yeah.
Like,
Mr. Wolves over here trying to take on a Bastion and Sim on a Mercy as Baptiste.
I only thought it was a sim. I only thought it was a sim up there, and I was like, oh my god, there's a Bastion up there.
I think I was the only one that saw you through there, but I didn't say anything.
I definitely. I saw the portal.
M3 saw it as
I
well.
saw the portal there. I definitely saw the portal on Hanover.
I didn't know. I
Havana.
just felt a sim shoot me in the ass, and then I went up there, and I was like, alright, I can 1v1 a sim. And then a Bastion started shooting at me, and I'm like, oh no! And yeah, they probably just won all of Havana because of that.
Yeah.
And then Blizzard World on attack when we were running quad DPS. The thing is, quad DPS relies on the enemy team to not be able to out heal it, but their healers were doing really good, especially
Yeah, their Moira.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
They were popping off on the Moira.
Here's some questions. What do you think? I know they definitely couldn't like win this fight, but what do you thought on Aporia running like pure goats on attack.
Papega.
I mean, no, okay. So they ran goats, but like, why would you run a Reinhardt variant of goats against a team that likes to play bunker and quad DPS? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You should probably run a Winston variant of goats. Like, that's probably the best way.
Yeah.
And when they started playing the Winston in the dive, they started doing a lot better. And even some
Yeah.
of their own bunker was looking kind of good as well, especially on like Havana on their defense. Their defense was really solid, and
Yeah.
we were running the wrong things as well, admittedly. But
They definitely had the positioning advantage.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
they
they
had
had
good
great positioning. And after the map, we realised how we could have beat it, but like in the heat of the moment, we weren't sure
Yeah.
what to do.
Yeah.
Because they were really on top of us there.
But
Literally.
we're glad to get the revenge because we lost to them last time.
In a 3-2 situation.
we really
as well.
thought. So we really thought Aporia might have reverse swept this, but you definitely come in.
No,
Yeah.
we after map 4, we calmed ourselves down and we added our special sauce. Now our special sauce, we can't reveal it, but it's a prayer that we say before a map, just to give us this extra push. We won't reveal it because we don't want to give our next opponent, whoever it may be. I'm not assuming who we're going against. I'm not assuming, but I'm not going to give them our special sauce.
That sounds
So,
weird.
But
That sounds weird.
But yeah, we did really well on map 5. I for some reason decided to cap load my my team by saying I had silver damage on Zen, even though I was looking at my healing medal. But things went well. That one fight on City Center, I don't know. Like, I feel like if I was on my old PlayStation, it would have actually exploded. That one fight where both
15
teams
ults
popped
used.
all ults, like that was.
Yeah.
It was kind of yeah, it was a kind
But
of
my
crazy
ult came
fight.
through.
but-
I just thought
Yeah,
I was
that-
waiting for so long for the moment.
Yeah,
I mean.
it's it was a good match though. I felt like
Yeah.
there was good moves and counter moves.
The thing is,
in all
I definitely,
stages of it.
I definitely saw each team's having their ups and downs. Like Ignite being really strong on attack, and very weak on defense, but Aporia having really strong defense and very weak attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw their ups and downs.
No,
but-
honestly, like,
but-
see, usually I'd just argue, but this time we actually sucked on attack, like on defense so much.
Yeah.
Like, but I'd say the one defense situation where we did really well was on Volskaya when they were
Volskaya.
about to cap B.
Yeah.
And then we got out, and then
Yeah.
I threw a Moira orb, and it killed like 3 of them. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
all right,
I was just
we're
shooting
taking
them.
this
I was
back.
just shooting
And
them
then-
and you killed them
Yeah,
with
and
the
then Octane, he like everyone chased technically into that tiny mini room, and then
Yeah.
Octane threw his blizzard, and then I hosed them down with coalescence. Like that
Yeah.
was also kind of funny.
What do you,
But, you know, like
what do you think
yeah.
Aporia could have done better, like defense-wise and attack-wise?
Well,
Uh,
honestly, if they switch, it was surprising because when they switched out their top player or their top SR player, for example, Rosa was playing very well. We realised.
yeah.
In the game in Blizzard World, Rosa was playing so well because she had bombs so often that
Yeah.
didn't allow us to really do much. Like she was playing extremely well as D.Va.
Wasn't Rosa Bayonetta on a different team before? I remember we were getting steamrolled by them before
I don't know,
when they were on a different team. So in fact, they might have just been against Aporia, but I don't know.
but yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm not sure whether you saw, like, halfway through the match, I just posted the clip from our last game against Aporia. In general, there was the one on Watchpoint Gibraltar, and like, back then in that match, like, I knew like we could beat them, but the only issue was in that match we were running a different main tank because Pixel couldn't make it until map 5, and then even then we were like, it got down to the wire. Like it was map 5 and we were on the final round. It was
Yeah.
1 point all on Ilios, and it was well, and we were about to win that fight. It was like 99 to 99 for both teams on well, and our team had more ults.
Yeah.
But their Lucio booped both our teammates with ultimates into the well,
Oh.
and then they managed to win the match just off of that boop.
Yeah.
But we would have won otherwise.
What
So
do
it's like, it was so close, and this time we had Pixel the entire match, so...
Yeah.
feel like-
Yeah.
So what do you think you could do better on your, well, defense? Like, what can you improve on?
On our defense, our Bastion players kind of got a bit burnt out of playing Bastion, so he can't be us. So he's kind of mixing up, see what we prefer to play. Because
Yeah.
before, like, towards the start of the season, it was a case of we'd go Bastion and we'd like full hold most maps. But now a lot of teams are like have adapted to know how to play that. So it's a case of a lot of the teams are bringing the Symmetra for the TPs and such. But we've kind of stuck to certain characters. But I think we need to be more flexible in our defense and like have more belief in ourselves.
I'm just
we're, like,
waiting
actually
on.
going up against others.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the sim nerf to just pop up out of the blue in the middle of this next week, and then it'll be in for our next match, so there won't be any sim.
Well,
But
Yeah.
like I'm just saying, in the final, like I remember when we were having our interview for our match against who was it, Prideful?
yeah.
Yeah.
Our last match. We were being asked whether we'd win against Aporia, and I remember one of us saying that it might just depend on ping and stuff, and like we ran a scrim yesterday on this map set, and we made the person was scrim, like the team was scrimming against Rage Quit because we were on EU ping and we were dumpstering them with Doomfist. But this time we managed to, like, you know, it's obviously more of a challenge when we're playing on NA ping because we have a lot of European players.
And it feels satisfying because I think today was at 3. So today actually it's only 3 of us EU, but a lot of the time we run 5 EU players. And when you win against a good team on like when half of your team's on 130 MS, it just feels so much better and so much more satisfying to come through and like take that win. But because I don't think, like, touch wood, in case we are on EU against Imperfect next week, which I pray for, I don't think we've actually lost a map, or Cronus obviously. I don't think we've actually lost a map on EU before. I know we've definitely haven't lost a matchup, but I don't even know if we've lost a single map before on EU. Because our Octane Blizz, he's a very good Doomfist.
He basically invented Doomfist, I'm not gonna lie. He practically just made Doomfist.
Invented the console Doomfist.
It allows me to play Genji as well, and like
I'm not sure. You may have seen. I'm gonna plug it. Doomfist Guide for Beginners. It's on YouTube. Like he made a Doomfist guide, and it blew up big because pretty much most Doomfists learn the intermediate, like, beginnings of how to play him just off that. And once you've gotten the gist of Doomfist, it's a case of just learning rollout spots and you know, learning to hit your shot. But we're kind of sidetracking here. What I was trying to go on to say was, like, we benefit a lot from EU. Another thing we do well with, like, we saw it in the match against Prideful because the rules were made wrong then. There was 2-2 and Sigma implemented in our last match for the first 2 maps. And I'm not going to put it softly. We completely steamrolled them those 2 maps using Sigma, because
it's a bit
like
it's
I
a
personally
50 hours on Sigma.
I have like 50 hours on Sigma just like as soon as he came out. I have like 10 hours of him on PTR. Like, so I made sure I was like completely prepared to play that hero, and when we run like the Sigma stuff and like running Sims and Bastions on attack, and it just it was so cheesy, but it's nice playing quad DPS sometimes as well. So yeah, we'll see what our opponent runs and who our opponent is.
What are you looking forward for your next matchup against whatever team is in the semifinals?
Jack, take it away.
If there is a chance that is Imperfect, and I would love to play against Alex Enrique again. You probably saw what I did. What I did before.
Yeah, I saw.
And that is the only thing that I will ever do, because I'm gonna say this publicly. I really do not like him at all. He's so cocky, and for me, he's there. So we've been planning around trying to counter him, because I'm gonna be real. He's the only person on their team that did anything for them in our last matchup, which they won. So I'd love
because they pull their resources into him, really.
Yeah, they pocket him. They give him this barriers. So if we're on EU, I imagine we could probably beat that quite easily. But hopefully, we've been trying new things, trying new strategies to be able to counter him. Because if we can shut him down, that will then, or like, say for example, I'm gonna say a few things, but so that they might be able to pick up on this or what. So if we could either go and put all our resources into countering him and still maybe lose the fight, or if we counter the rest of his entire team, the Mercy will have to heal their team, and then he'll have no mercy to pocket him.
Yeah.
And then he's basically useless because he's gone in too deep because he's really cocky when he plays.
Yeah, I've
So
seen his plays. He really gets pocketed by the Mercy a lot, and that's
Yeah.
I can see the team
if
falling
you can-
apart by that.
Yeah, if you can shut down their other healer,
Mhm.
then the other three of them besides the Ashe and the Mercy just crumble
Mhm.
completely over
Yeah.
time, whether you even focus them or not.
Yeah.
They just crumble over time because they have no healing, which
Yeah.
might force the Mercy away and then an easy dive.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
so,
and I'm thinking like that. Yeah, that's like the match against Imperfect, but I'm thinking like, or there is some possibility they'll end up against Cronus as well because they just beat Eternity, and Eternity is a good team.
Yeah.
And I know it might have something to do with the fact that Stumpy wasn't playing with Eternity at the time. I don't know why. Is there a reason why Stumpy wasn't playing?
Probably he wasn't on for it, or maybe
Alright.
he couldn't make it.
Yeah. Alright. But either way, Cronus managed to win, and I've heard because I haven't watched the match. I don't really watch too many matches from this league, so. Well, I watched the first few maps, but even then, I was like skim watching it while playing Minecraft. So, yeah. But apparently they ran goats. So if they run goats against us, it could be interesting because we like running quad DPS and they like running goats. So it's the big matchup of which highly stacked up version of roles works better.
and I found today on the Blizzard World map when I was playing Torb that they had to have a character go out of the way to get rid of my turret.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would just shoot them. So if they like, for example, they dive the turret, we can just counter dive that. So it's about getting certain things like nitpicky things like turrets on high ground that they can't get from being on the ground. That forces them to put resources into it, which means we can counter that. So it's about playing around different things.
All right.
So yeah, it's just playing the game smart. It's picking up where enemies went wrong rather than making your own plays.
Yeah.
What are you guys looking
But,
for the next? What are you guys looking forward for the next season? Like any suggestion?
Retiring.
Well, you guys.
I'm probably done. We are.
Yeah,
probably
Ignite's
done.
gonna probably disband after.
Ah, what a shame. Because I was definitely looking forward to like becoming a free agent next season.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna part ways with the league.
Well, what a
Yeah,
shame. If you even if you win the home series or the home season.
Yeah. It feels
Yeah.
good just to get there. It feels just good to get to the final.
And also have the bragging reasons.
Yeah.
And the official
Yeah.
stamp. We've won season 3 of the Luna Arena.
And we're gone.
But, and we also don't exist anymore.
And we still don't exist anymore.
we hit it and we quit it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
Oh well. Well, thank you for joining me in this
Thank
interview.
you for casting today.
Yeah,
that's good.
no problem. I'm always happy to host any games. So thank you for
Right.
joining the interview. It has been amazing to talk to you guys, and I hope to see you next week
Yes.
against either Coronis or Imperfect. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Alright.
Take care.